Hello everyone, next topic is the file allocation methods or how we allocate files onto the secondary storage, or you can say disks. Most of the secondary storage devices allows us to directly access the various blocks of information that are contained into that particularly secondary memory. This flexibility allows us to implement various kind of allocation methods to store and access the files. Look, our main goal or main objective for the implementation of various allocation method is that we want to allocate the space to these files so that the disk space or secondary storage space is well utilized. वो efficiently utilize हो जाए, इस तरीके से allocation करना है files का onto the disk. and also जो हमने files store किए हैं they can be easily accessed whenever they are required. For this there are basically three allocation methods in the file implementation. First is contiguous memory allocation, second is linked allocation, and third is indexed allocation. Some operating system allow all three kind of allocation system, but basically or in general most of the operating system allow only one from all these three allocation methods. So first is contiguous memory allocation. As the name suggests, each file occupies a defined set of contiguous blocks into the secondary storage or onto the disk. By far it is the most easy to implement when it comes to the file allocation methods. Some major problems associated with this particular contiguous memory allocation are finding space for a file and knowing the file size and also the fragmentation. वो किस लिए हो रहा है? Let's see an example that is like this. This is our secondary storage or a disk, and these are the blocks where the data can be inserted in the form of files. These are various files or directory. This one directory contains this different kind of files, and because it is a contiguous form of file allocation, all the files must be stored continuously. If we want to talk about this particular file X or file count, it should be continuous. It should not be like some part of count is here, some part of count is here. No, it should be continuous till its space requirements. Like this file F is all the data is contiguous. Like file TR, this TR, all the data of file this TR is continuous form is stored onto the disk. And this is how it represents into the secondary storage: the file name, the starting address of the block of that particular file, and the total length of blocks that are contained into that particular file. Like this, it starts from 0 and it goes to the 2 length count of block size. Again TR starts from 14th block and goes till 3 length of blocks 1, 2 and 3. Like mail starts from 19 and goes to the length of 6. And this is how it looks. It is the file name, it is the size of that particular file, and this is the starting block address, and it is the displacement into that particular block that is to be accessed. Next file allocation method is linked file allocation method. Before that, the contiguous memory file allocation method, some problems are associated. Mainly is the external fragmentation problem, जो हमने पहले भी डिस्कस की थी. In the storage management क्या थी एक्सटर्नल फ्रेगमेंटेशन प्रॉब्लम, कि हमारे पास ये ब्लॉक या समटाइम्स ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाती है कि ब्लॉक्स तो हमारे पास अवेलेबल हैं बट कंटीजियस फॉर्म में नहीं है टू स्टोर अ पर्टिकुलर फाइल. हमारे पास उतनी डेटा को स्टोर करने की कैपेसिटी तो है, उस फाइल से ज़्यादा की है बल्कि, बट उसे स्टोर नहीं कर सकते फाइल को स्टिल, बिकॉज जो डेटा है हमारे पास फ्री स्पेस है और ब्लॉक्स हैं वो कंटीजियस फॉर्म में नहीं है, तो उस पर्टिकुलर फाइल को सेव नहीं कर सकते. रेदर हमारे पास स्पेस अवेलेबल भी है बट वो कंटीजियस नहीं है, इसलिए हम उसको सेव नहीं कर पाते. दैट इज नोन एज एक्सटर्नल फ्रेगमेंटेशन, दैट कैन बी रिमूव्ड बाय अप्लाइंग द कंपैक्शन. where all the occupied blocks are grouped together and all the free blocks are grouped together by reshuffling the files onto the secondary storage. This problem of external fragmentation can easily be removed using the linked allocation method that is implemented like this. It contains the file name and only the start address and the end address, and all the blocks are contain the address of other block. Like this, if the address of starting block is 9, it is accessed, and the next information of this particular file, the header is attached to the next block of that particular file, and this file contains the header of the block that is associated with next, and this block contains the header to the next information, and this header is the ending block of this particular file that is stored in this particular directory. This is how the linked allocation file management is applied to a directory structure. Next is, before that, one more example of implementing the linked allocation is by using the file allocation table. Here it is the directory entry of that particular file named test. Starting address is given, that is accessed onto the secondary storage, and this 217 block contains the next address of the block, that is 618, that is accessed. When it is accessed, all the information is here, and the further more instruction or data is stored onto the next instruction block, that is 339. This block of information is stored on the location 339 block. This is accessed. These are all the entries for this particular file name test. Next is indexed allocation method. As the name suggests, it contains an index for a particular file name, like a book, where an index entry is there and the associated page number is attached, where the actual information is stored of that particular file. For example, like this, the file name is Jeep, and only the one entry is shown in this index block, that is 19. This 19 block contains all the information about this file, कि इसके जो associated blocks हैं और जो associated entries हैं different blocks में कहाँ डेटा स्टोर कर रखा है और कौन कौन से ब्लॉक में कर रखा है of this particular file name Jeep. That is, एक एंट्री उसकी 9 में है, सेकेंड एंट्री 16 में है, और एक एंट्री 1 में है, एक एंट्री 10 में है, एंड सो ऑन. ऑल द एंट्रीज आर रिप्रेजेंटेड हियर. When we implement the linked allocation method, there is no problem of external fragmentation, and we do not need to apply the compaction techniques, and we can easily store the data as we have the associated free blocks, so no wastage of the space is there. Also, no need to traverse the entire list of a particular file, because we can directly jump to a particular block using the indexing of that particular file. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel.